Evening, everyone. I think I will go early tonight. A few minutes here and just kind of wait. Maybe some people will drift in here shortly. Let me put my glasses up. Hey. I'm here listening to rock and roll in the living room. Little Dion DiMucci. And boy, he was good back in the day. I used to play his music in the 1980s. Even though I remember as a kid hearing it on the radio occasionally. But anyway, I wanted to get this going here a little early. I didn't send the email out to anybody, but it has been posted for several days. So hopefully a few will come in. And Thursdays, like I said, Thursday's getting crowded too. Hey, Brutal Bob, what is up? Michael Hurtnick, good to see both of you, man. Thank you for being here. I'm sitting here rocking out. Listening to Dion DiMucci on the YouTube. Hey, it's instant VH1 now. Unlike VH1, you can kind of pick now or just let it cycle through all the rock and roll. But that's what I've been doing. That way I don't know. I like listening to music while I'm sitting here talking. And that's what I'm doing. But appreciate you guys coming in here. Good to see you guys this evening. Hope you guys are doing well. Got me that's probably, I'll text probably Brutal Bob. He probably texting back. Nope, somebody else. That's Mike, man. Hey, have you been out sick today? I am in bed. I am so sorry. I'll miss you. Okay. He's sick. Mac Man says he's sick. So, prayers to Mac Man. Hope you get better, Mac Man. Hang on, I bought me no big deal. It's actually probably a little too tall. I was going to try it out and see if I can move it around on the bench and take it with me while I'm, doing a tutorial. I bought a heavyweight. It's a heavyweight, like only $18. And it actually extends another, I think it's 9 inches and it extends them further. It's pretty doggone solid, mic stand. The only thing is when I sit it here, it's about up to here. It's pretty high. But I bought it on Amazon, and it's a Stage something. So it's a name brand. Pretty dang hefty too. Boy, you can knock somebody over the head, you knock them out. This is like a weapon. But hey, Freedom Redbird, Brenda, hope you're doing well. Thank you for dropping in. I'm half blind with his glasses. I can't see without him, much less with him. Who we got here? Mac Man got better. Yeah, he just texted me. Said he was so sorry. And matter of fact, it says, hey, I have been out sick. I'm in bed. Ugh. That's when you're pretty bad when you're in bed. That reminds me of when I had that, that big flu they talk about. I like to kick my what, but appreciate you guys dropping in. I had scale trouble earlier. My scale, I was wondering. Seems okay now, but I'm still loading the 9. I'm gonna load a few dummy rounds here, and I have to cut the overhead light. I lost my chain to my light, so I have to kind of plug it in over here. It just pulled it one day. Apparently, I pulled it too hard and just pulled the entire chain out of the socket. Vase Place is with us. Thank you for dropping in. Garage Guy 879. Good to see you, man. Appreciate each and every one of you. You people are great. The ones that come in here, man. It's appreciate your support a lot. And these days, boy, in the early days, what few of us that were streaming, we had pretty good crowds most of the time. But yeah, prayers to Mac for a quick recovery. Wonder what he's got. I've actually got pneumonia this time of year before. So you don't know your own strength, Elliot. Huh. Don't know what that means, but I'm sure you'll let me know. But thank you. Yeah, like I said, things getting kind of crowded in our community. Actually, they're crowded, I think, in every community out there. Everything on YouTube, I noticed. It's kind of hard not to stream over somebody. Let me put this paperweight out of the way here, man. This thing's heavy. Got weight to it. But I was doing some loading here a few minutes ago, and I'm going to probably load some more dummy rounds. Take these glasses off because I can't see to load. Hang on, man. I got to turn the light on. I need to, you know what I should have done? I should have set a tripod up over on this side down here, straight down on this stuff. I can. Let's see. I tell you what I can do, though. Hold on. Bear with me, guys. What I can do, I'd like to get this, and I have had it at times a lot better, especially talking, and I don't know if my cord's long. Nope. If I disconnect it, it won't connect back. I got an extension USB. Let's see. Let me turn it down like that for now. There we go. Right here we got the pretend powder for the dummy rounds. Let me see. Get some brass out here. We're using Starline brass, brand new 9mm. We're using XTP bullets again. This is part 2 because I did some stream last week here live. This is part number 35540. It's .355 115 grain XTP, brand new hollow point bullets. It's actually, you can buy them that way. Oh, I don't have any prime, doggone it. My primer's over there. Got carried away here today before I started the show, guys, and loaded all my loaded my stuff up before the show hit. Now I got nothing to load. I had to drag my primer out here now. Go figure, but we'll do it. Let me go up and down the chat here and say hello to you guys. See who all's in here. Oh, yeah, it's sure. Man, this thing is old as the hills. I think it's about to fall apart. You know how us guys are, though. We'll wear clothes till they just fall apart. It's really cool, though. It's comfortable in warm weather. There's a rumor. I like this. There's a rumor Mac OD on Rocky Mountain oysters while hunting. Rocky Mountain oysters, huh? I've heard of mountain oysters here, but probably same thing. Let's see. When you pulled your light down means you don't know you're on. Oh, yeah, I got you. Yeah. I didn't think I did it that hard, you know? But it, boom. I got another light, though, luckily. I had 2, 3, 4. I had 4 of them. So I got another brand new one. I'm just going to go up there and take that one out and put another one in. Let's see. Bay's Place, Brutal Bob. Michael Hurtnick's with us. Appreciate you guys being here. Lord, I only got 5. Anyway, I'm loading some 9. Let me, bear with me, guys. Let me get the primer out. That's something I didn't plan on. Like an idiot, I loaded up my my show stuff that I was going to use to do the show. Like I said, I got carried away and loaded it. Here it is. Right there. And it's ready to go. The primer out. I don't have a inline fab plate for this, so I just kind of stick it over here on a 2x4. Won't take me a minute to get a few primed. There we go. Bear with me, guys. Better get the shell holder. That might work. I don't know if y'all can see I'm putting the shell holder in. I know this is not clear as it could be. Like I said, I apologize for the crappy camera. But in time, let me get my car out of the shop, and I'll have a credit card paid off, and I'm going to dump about $1,000 into a camera, a streaming cam. Right at $1,000. There we go. And there's one primed. This RCBS APB works good. Might help if I put a primer in it, mightn't it? There we go. That's 2 primed. I like this primer, though. I think it's a good primer. Boom. Put a primer in. Seat. Put a primer in. Seat the primer. Put a primer in. Like I said, oh, there we go. Forgot to put the primer in. There we go. There's a few. Get this out of the way. Put the pin back in here. Actually, this is what I do. I turn it over like this. And I pull it out like that. Then I put the little, you can't see, little key in it. Clip, whatever you call it. And the primers are still captured in the tube. All right, put that back up. Bear with me. Put that back up. Might help if I get the shell holder. I do got one independent RCBS for this. I just hadn't dragged it out yet. So let's get this thing going. I'm using Unique. I am sizing with a steel tapered redding die, no carbide. And I'll even tell you the mouth opening, which is similar to Mighty Armory website. I just flared it, sized it and flared it. And I'll tell you what the flare should be, in my opinion, at least for these rounds. My flare is 3.70. Let me dump some powder in here. I'm not going to tell you how many grains I'm using because I am doing dummy rounds. Let's see if the new Silicon Valley can figure this out, or Google. Uh-oh, overfilled, which is typical. Let's see. Overfilled again. It's funny, in the pan you don't like you got much powder, but you actually do when you put it in a case. There we go. That's good enough. I don't care if it's a tenth of a grain different, minus or plus. It doesn't matter to me. I usually go with it. Where's my funnel? There we go. Here's the funnel. There goes the powder in the dummy round. Right there it is. I told you the flare. Put the bullets in the... Apparently, wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, I didn't flare it. I forgot. That other one was not primed, so I had to go over there and get it. Now it is. Seat the bullet. Go over to the crimp, which is factory lead crimp. Crimp. There we go. There's dummy round done. Okay. Dead nuts on, basically dead nuts on what the book says, 1.075. So this should go good in the case, EGW case gauge. Wait, might not. Yeah, it is. I can always tell the seating depth. If I go a little, hang on a minute. If I go just a hair deeper, because this weird gauge, it's a gauge that actually it tells you your overall bullet length is right. If it's not profile, it don't seat all the way. It's just one of those weird gauges. Let's seat it again. Recrimp. Yeah, 174. Let's see if it goes in. Yeah. Not entirely flush, but still works. I've actually tried it both ways. Sometimes if I seat it, say 3,000 under what the book says, it'll seat in this it'll be really flush in this EGW gauge. If not, I can barely feel it right there. But that's okay. I've already checked it in a 1911, and it chambers absolutely flawless. So I know that's still good. So there we are. That's another one down. Let me look at the side chat for a second. And boys, gauge is in your way here. Oh, hey, Betty. Appreciate you coming here. I am Betty J. Gathers joined us. Thank you for coming in here, Betty. Good to see you. Jeff MOA is with us. Chessboard. Michael Dunn. Good to see you, Michael. And Jeff MOA, he's getting regular here. Appreciate you coming here, Jeff. Means a lot to me, man. Freedom Redbird. Info Bros. Good to see you, Info Bros. Thank you for coming in, man. Got Freedom Redbird. That's Brenda. Check these. Feel free. Occasionally drop one link and don't flood the chat. And you can drop a link and, share it out or whatever. And check other people's channels out. We do have ladies in here now. I know some ladies are not that interested in reloading. I understand that. And some are. I was in one today in another community, and I forget her name now. I wanted to mention something about it. I want to learn to reload or load. I said, okay. Yeah, good to see you, Betty. Hope you're doing well. I jumped in Warmstrongs this evening. I was late for yours. I've been sleeping late lately, unfortunately. Let's see. Jeff MOA. Making sure I ain't missed no one here. Freedom Redbird. Kentucky Prepper 5. Good to see you, man. Need to highlight you guys. Good to see you, Kentucky Prepper. Check his channel out, guys. Type 1776 Kentucky. And you guys is interested in he has done reloading. I think he's got equipment now. I think he stopped because of all the cost. I did see primers today. I can't remember who the crap had them for $69 again for 1,000 on sale. Some website. 1 week it was Powder Valley, I think it was. But check out, drop your link, Kentucky. Feel free to, and check. He does live streams, and he's a good guy, like everybody else. Good people in here, man, in all these communities. I appreciate you guys being here. Let me go ahead and get another one going. I'll sit here and just try to keep up with this here at the same time. Hell yeah, I'm not a mod, so I can't share links. Yeah, I don't even do share links anymore. But, well, I do occasionally. If you want to drop a link, Nightbot does it. Just type 1776. If anybody wants to drop their link, just drop it. I ask you, just please drop it one time. Don't flood the side chat. Of course, only got 10 in, so probably won't flood it. But appreciate you coming in. I'll get you a. Let's see. I'll get you a mod that when I get on the other side, Brenda. Maybe after the show, I'll get you a. Or when the side chat shows up, I'll go in there and I'll make you a mod. No problem. But let me go ahead and size this here and get this going. Like I said, I'm using a Redding steel die, which is non-carbide. It means it's actually tapered inside. And it's a pretty good die set. It loads, good. I mean, its size is good, in other words. I mentioned the flare measurement earlier. I'm not going to get back into that. I got it flared just enough to get the bullet to seat without buckling the case or anything, or shaving, the brass off or the jacket off. Let me see. Got to put my glasses on. Can't see. I'm blind as a bat. There we go. There's my pan. Where'd that pan go? Yep, it's 0. Here we go, doing what you call dummy round powder. Like I said, let those out there behind the computers figure it out one day. Yeah, I overdid it. I'm not a big fan of scooping. It's okay if you just want to take your time and load, but it does work. I taught my great-grandson do this to load a 223 one day. He got really good at it. And he was probably 6 years old at that time. There we go. There's the flared dummy round with the primer. Put it in here. Get a 115 grain bullet seat, crimp. Let's see what we got on the length. Now, see, that's weird. The last bullet said at 1.075. This one seated at 1.071. Now, that probably is just most likely it's a bullet. The tolerance of the bullet was when it was manufactured by Hornady. So you're going to see that, so don't worry about it. Now I'm going to dump it in the case gauge. I bet it'll go more flush. About the same. But it's good. There we go. Another completed dummy round. And it won't be long. I have a whole magazine of these dummy rounds. You know what I mean? But appreciate you guys and gals being here tonight. I'm going to eventually get me a Lee turret press. And just for the heck of it, I almost bought one the other day. But I'm trying to put all my money in my car. Once I get that car going, heck yeah. So let me see what's going on here. Chessboard, James Pollard. Good to see you, James. Thank you for coming in, man. Let's see. Let me try to highlight you guys. Typically, I try to catch you as you come in, or when I look up, I try to scroll up and catch you so I don't miss you. If I miss some of you, I apologize. I don't mean to. Let's see who else. Kentucky Prepper. Chessboard is with us. Good to see you, Chessboard. Info Bros. See what he's got to say in there. I got the notification from Midway USA that they had bench rest primers only. Whoa. Yeah, I seen that here a while recently. Bench rest primers cost a fortune now, which is, I'm not going to fool with them. Not at that price. Tactical Fudd is with us. Good to see you, Tactical Fudd. Freedom Redbird, Jeff MOA. I am Betty J. Gathers. Good to see you, Betty. Check her thing out in the morning. I think it's 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Betty. If it's not, put your time in if you're still listening. Because I think it's 9 because I sleep late and almost missed the show today. Well, actually, I did. I got in there on the tail end of it. And so we'll go ahead and do another one. I wish you had a better view in this, but you actually, hang on. Let's see. There we go. We sized it. Flare it. These rounds are, can't say that, so never mind. I started to mention plus P, but I won't. Not quite there, but almost. And the data is actually taken from Hodgdon.com on another hollow point, basically. This is not the same hollow. Actually, for this here, there is no data for this weight bullet, but I'm substituting it on it. So there we go. I do have 200 of these bullets, and these, not these dummy rounds, but the real bullets, when I do load them, they are going to be carried for self-defense, in case anybody's interested on that. I mean, they're the same as you buy in the box, same bullet, you know, so there is no difference. You know, I know there's a lot of debate about don't carry your rounds you load, you know, blah, blah, blah. Well, I don't really worry about that. There we go. Another dummy round. Let's see what its seating depth on that one was, just to get an idea. Now, see, that's weird. That's 1.068. So I'm going 1.6068 to 1.075 here earlier. And if you look at it, you know, of course, 1/1000th of an inch is not very much anyway. But it's weird how that's done. And if you back it out, you'll end up getting like 1.076 or 77. I'm going to back it out a little. What it is, you can't chase your tail with this stuff. You know, just set it up and go is what you do. Get your length about what you think is okay. Get your powder, you know, your load as mild or hot as you want. Let's see, Michael Dunn. I think I see Michael Dunn is with us. Appreciate you coming here, Michael. Appreciate you being here, garage guy. No, I don't. But boy, I tell you, I kicked my butt a few weeks back. I mentioned this in I think in maybe Hillbilly Stream. I ran into a Ruger Vaquero stainless steel. Apparently had trigger work because the hammer is just perfect. I mean, you could just take your hand and just lightly pull it and it would cock. And I let it go. It was used. I went back the other day and looked at a 357 they had in stock, brand new, and it had a hard hammer, hard one. And so apparently that one I looked at used had trigger work, probably used in cowboy action shooting, I suspect. And so I'm going to eventually, hopefully, get a Ruger Vaquero 45. I'm going to get a Ruger Vaquero stainless steel 45 caliber, and I'll be reloading and shooting it and get me a cowboy holster. Cowboy holster is going to run, like I said, to get a replica of Have a Gun Will Travel is $650. Now I probably can get with somebody maybe like Mark Thomas. Maybe he can make me one a little cheaper, maybe, or it depends. These got people online, you know, they're making tons of money on all this stuff. These bigger companies are. Let's see. If there are HPs, there will. Yeah, that's true. GFMOA. Yeah, I'm seeing it constantly. You know, last time I did a stream, I'm seeing it like that. But that's why I said don't worry about it. Just kind of set your overall length up, you know, and just go for it. Make sure your load, you know, you're going to see a little deeper at times because of the variation. Just make sure your load's just not extremely hot, because the more you seat the bullet, the more pressure you're going to create. The deeper you seat the bullet, I should say. Here we go. We're going to drop the dummy powder. I'm going to eventually get a, what is it? I'm going to get the Lyman Brass Smith hopper. And I hear it. Uncle Jim says it loads a pistol really well. And it has a small shaft in it. Probably that's why it does it. And you can get about $60 on Midway USA. So I'm going to get that. And I may do powder drops. Like, instead of using this, I'll be using the powder hopper dispenser. I have a Redding, but I don't have the pistol insert. That's another, I think, $50 or something. There we go. All right. Make sure I don't double charge and blow my face up. That's what Johnny's reloading bench used to say over the years. Blow my face up. There we go. Crimp. I'm probably only crimping. They say half a turn. I'm crimping probably half of a half. So about a quarter of a turn. And I can see it. And there it is. Let's measure its length and see what it is. And yeah, see, it's still 1.068. So 6.869, that's 7 thousandths variation of originally when I started. Now you can back out. I can back out a little bit to allow for it. But according to my recipe, I'm okay. Probably okay with pressure. I know I'm okay with pressures. Seating that little bit of difference. It's not gonna blow a gun up or anything. But I'm probably running. What I'm loading is probably running somewhere around 1,000 to 1,100 feet. 1180, I think, is plus P, and 1,200. Somewhere in that ballpark is what they consider plus P, according to Hodgson's website. But there we go. Tonight I got, let's see, 3, 4. I had 7 last week. Tonight I did 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 8 here. So that's 16. I need one more for a full magazine of dummy rounds. I may have to prime. Yeah, I'm going to have to prime one. Yep. Sure am. Bear with me a minute, guys. I'm going to have to pull out the doggone primer just for a second. Because I'm going to do a whole magazine of dummy rounds. I'm going to pull this out. I don't care if I do got to prime just one. I'm going to prime it anyway. There we go. I have magnets on my bench, courtesy of, might help if I put the, what you call it in. Walter Viejo, long time ago, uses magnets. And I got that from him. And I put my little keys on it. I put my shell holders on it. I put these little key things here for your primers. I put them on the magnet. That way nothing ever drops. I don't lay it on the bench. Don't get knocked off. It's always captured. There we go. I didn't even mount it. There we go. That's the 17th one. Let me turn this over. Get that out. Bear with me, folks. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I'm sitting here listening to Dion DiMucci right now. He's still rolling in there on YouTube. I think he's singing "Ruby, Ruby, Will You Be Mine." I know y'all probably, some of you remember that song. His songs kept playing, decades later in jukeboxes and everywhere you went. He's the one that did Abraham, Martin, and John back in the 60s, which some of you probably know. Let me put this up. There we go. Got a whole magazine of whole mag of dummy rounds. Make sure I got that right. Get this loaded up and I'm done. Then I'll talk with you all for a minute. Yeah, give me time. I'll eventually get like I said, when I get my car out of the shop, which is supposed to be in the spring, I'm going to buy camera gear and have close-ups like MacMan does with that Sony he's got. Sony boy is just a good little streaming cam. It really is. Okay, there we are. Plus, I can actually zoom in, close-ups too on it. Here we go, putting another bullet, seating it. I'm using a Redding 2-step flare. I love their flare dies. And you can see the bullet right there basically sits down in it, maybe 1/8 of an inch or so. And we'll seat it. Prime it. Case check it. Yeah, these EGWs are weird. There you go. Yeah, see, not totally flush. Tells me the length may be a little long. Let me check it. Yep, see? I turned that thing out just a hair. I'm at 1.079 now. See, I should have left it alone. That's okay. I'll shorten it. I only turned it just a little bit. All right, now I'm 1.074. Good enough. Go ahead and just crimp it again just to be sure. There we go. We're done. I think let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dummy rounds tonight. Let me put this powder scale here out of the way, guys. Hang on. Wow, it's hot back here. Got a fan blowing, got the air on 71. It's still hot. My AC don't blow that hard back here. Appreciate you guys showing up for this. I know it's crowded. There's a lot of other people out there streaming, and it makes it. Hey, CW. It's good to see you, man. Thank you for dropping in. Let's see. Good to see you too, chessboard. Let's see. I agree. That's personal offense. It's probably heavy. Let's see. I probably lost that conversation. Here we go. Sounds like good stuff. Only for I have it. Yeah, I'm gonna eventually do 45 LC. I just gotta get the gun for it. I'm gonna buy a Vaquero. If I buy one and the trigger, the hammer is stiff, I'm just gonna send it off. I want the springs lightened. Because that day I did the used one, it was I could do it just one thumb very easily. So somebody had a trigger job done on that thing. So if I get a Vaquero, I'm gonna have it taken in a gunsmith and have it springs lightened and whatever it takes to get that hammer, trigger, not the trigger, the hammer. Really easy to pull back. And not only that, boys, a 45 don't play around. A good 45 loaded good. It hits you, it's going to knock you down. CW says, many excellent powders for 43 Magnum. I'm not familiar with 43. I know there's 41. Ozark Bound Outdoors is with us. Thank you for coming by. Kentucky Prepper 5 is with us. Appreciate you being here, man. Let's see. Ozark Bound Outdoors, maybe your first time in here. If it is, I thank you for being here. Let's see. Let me see what he's got. Spring kits are offered by a number of. Okay, yeah. They would have them CW probably for the Vaquero too. Whoever that guy on that one used, I looked at, it was like $780. Man, I ain't kidding you. That hammer was amazing. So I showed it to my brother. I said, look at this, man, check this out. And then, like I said, the other day I found a 357 brand new, and it was awful. You have to have muscles in your thumb to be able to pull the hammer back, Love Anita Blue, night. Thank you, Anita, for coming by. She's the dancing lady. She does live dancing and some videos, I think, too. But thank you for coming in, Anita. I appreciate it. I drop by hers occasionally and say hello. Oh, Viejo is with us. There we go, talking 45. I shot some 45 coat today at the range. Yeah, Viejo, I was just talking about the Vaquero. You probably heard me. I used one here a few weeks back. The hammer was light, easy to pull back. It was amazing. Then I went and found a brand new 357, and it would almost break your thumb pulling it back, the hammer. It was stiff. And if I get a 45, and that's what I'm going to get. I've thought about the 357, but somebody on the side chat said it's heavier, and I agree because the barrel's more metal probably in the barrel because of the smaller chamber. So I decided I'm just going to go with a 45 coat, LC, and do it and load it and get me a holster for it. Old Vaquero is a Black Hawk. Interesting, CW. I didn't know that one. They did have a Black Hawk, I think, in 357 too. Maybe a 6.5, 7-inch barrel. I can't remember now, but it was still there at the mom and pop store the other day. Let me scroll up here, make sure I ain't missed nobody. Viejo Chessboard, Kentucky Prepper 5 is with us. Garage Guy, CW Longshot, Peterson Farms of Nashville. Good to see you, man. Thank you for dropping in. Question, what powder would you recommend for 44 mag? I'll let Viejo answer that because I don't load for 44 mag. I have looked at, I think Silhouette does 44 mag too, but I hadn't looked lately. I don't recall. I did look it up. Viejo, if you're listening, or CW, can you all answer Peterson Farms of Nashville on that powder? Give me some powder. I know you guys got it in your head. I had it. I just forgot it. I read an article on it and was looking at some powder the other day, and it said 44 mag, but I don't recall. My Cimarron is an easy shooter with nice trigger, Viejo says. Yeah. See, this Vaquero, man, 357, it had a heavy hammer on it. But 230 cm bullet over 5. Is poking the 43 again. Appreciate you guys being here, man. Kentucky, make sure I ain't missed anyone here. I'm trying. Jeff MOA is with us. Appreciate you coming in here, Jeff. Nita Blue. CW is with us. Viejo is with us. Kentucky Prepper 5. James Pollard. Chessboard is with us. Info Bros was with us earlier. Appreciate you being here, Info Bros. Are you still listening? And Freedom Redbird was with us, Brenda, earlier. Thank you for coming here. And I'll get you the mod status. When I can go in to an old stream, and I can actually get in there and, make someone a mod. But typically I don't, now I got Nightbot. Hey, drop your link one time, type in 1776, drop your link, and then you're done. But I still need mods occasionally in case any trolls come in, of course. Michael Dunn is with us. Brutal Bob is with us. Good to see Brutal Bob. I hope you're getting better, Bob. And like I said, Mac Man texted me and he's sick in the bed. I spoke to him the other day for a few minutes. I congratulate him on the elk. He's getting it mounted. That elk, he thinks about 3 years old, maybe. But that was nice. He said they had to, I forget how far he had to find it. It took off, Errol. He had to walk so many, hundreds of yards to find a thing. But he'll tell you the story. But that had to be fun to end up getting an elk. He's getting the meat processed. I do remember that. Let me see now what. Nobody, let's see. Okay, here you go. Here we go. Some things on it. I kind of figured that H110. Couple of good ones for 44 mag is H110 or 2400. Is that Liant 2400? I would think. Lots of load data for those. Also go to Hodgdon.com and just put in there the 44 mag, and they got an online thing, man. It covers whatever bullets are available in that 44 mag line, and it'll cover a ton of them. Let's see. Hey, Patriot, didn't Mac have to wait several years before he got his elk permit? I don't remember. It seemed like he said something about he had applied. I know. I was talking here in Georgia. I was talking to a guy here a few weeks ago. He gets picked almost every year. Yeah, he said not many people apply for it. I think they'll do it in a state park or something to hunt deer. But I don't recall, Garage Guy. I kind of I forgot. But he's definitely hunting this year. It's deer season now. I know it's got to be in Georgia. I need to get the hot tent, and that's, believe it or not, the hot tent and everything about $800 friggin'. And I did talk to my great grandson. He's 10 now, and his mother said by October he could go camping with me. But I'm gonna take him more than once. I'm not gonna take him just one time. And Jeff MOA, okay, here you go. Here's another one. Winchester 296 is a good powder for 44 mag. So there's 2400, 296, and the other one I forgot in my head. Let me scroll back up. Don't remember now. CWC staying busy. Yeah, bless you, CW. Know what's, somewhat. Loss is never easy. Put it that way. Ozark Bound Outdoors was with us earlier. I was trying to find that round powder. Oh, 110. Yeah, H110. It seemed like that H110 is good for everything. Let's see. I started 8, 9. Geez, I could load another 8 rounds of dummy rounds. But I'm just going to keep this kind of short tonight. I'm not going to run a long one. Mac is sick. If he'd come on the panel, I did. Can't remember. It seemed like I sent Critter a link, but usually I have to contact him. Like these notifications, they never work. VO says H110296 share the same. Okay. Okay. But Peterson, the Farms of Nashville, if you're still listening, I appreciate you dropping in. Thanks a lot. We do have other people probably streaming and probably got people on phones and tablets and PCs. That'd be something, wouldn't it? Have you everything set up here, be on one stream, saying hello to this stream, and over here saying hello to this stream. But I am working on a interview coming up. I won't say when it's going to happen, what night, but I am working on an interview to do. And it will be someone in the reloading and firearms industry. So just bear with me on that one. And I don't want to give it too much away at this point. And Eagle Run, I sent him a link. Well, actually, I didn't send him a link, but he didn't text me. He must have got busy. I don't think I did send him a link at all. Either way, he would have texted me if he needed the link. But that's about all I'm going to do, guys. It's going to be a short one tonight. And I may fire up a morning coffee or something and say hello to a few people. I hadn't talked to Russell from across the pond. He's in the Highboy76, highboy.com forum. He used to jump in occasionally on the coffees and say hello across the pond. And yeah, feel free there, Peterson Farms of Nashville. Yeah, get your link out there. And hope I'm going to catch Kentucky Preppers, some more of his lives. And I'll probably jump on there with you, brother, and sit up there and talk. I mean, I'm not just into guns, and shooting. I'm into a lot of things. Vanessa Kitty, hello, good to see you. Chessboard Nation sent you an email. Okay. I'll check it. And Jeff MOA says his favorite powder is Vitavori N110. A little more expensive powder. I hear it's good powder. I'm using right here, guys. I don't know if I probably did last week, but I'm using Silhouette. It's a big giant jug, 4 pounds of it. Slow flash, designed for law enforcement and IDPA or something. Night info, bros. You have a good one, brother. Take care. Oh, welcome anytime. Yeah, appreciate it, Kentucky. Yeah, I almost did the other night. I jumped on, who was it? Oh, I jumped on Belt Loop YouTube Police today for a few minutes. That's the first time I've jumped on with D before in a stream when Devil Dog was in there, but I've never been there with Belt Loop. I think that's the first time I've been there with Belt Loop was on there for a few minutes. But he had to go to work, so he took off and let Devil Dog run the admin, ran the stream a little bit longer. I think maybe another 20 minutes or so. But yeah, appreciate it, man. Yeah, I'll jump in there and talk. Good talking to different communities out there. Actually, sometimes I don't get burned out on reloading because I enjoy it, but you can finding content for live streams. I don't have a lot of equipment. I got 4 presses, but I don't have a lot of equipment here. Outside of the 4 presses, not a lot of things I can cover. Just kind of basics. And mainly, I need to get a good cam where I can get in there and let y'all see it really up close good. That'll be a lot better. Because even me looking at it, I could barely see even my press was fuzzy tonight. Looked at it. Let's see. Yeah, I was at work and couldn't join in. Yeah, we went for a few minutes today. And that was good because I haven't been on with Belt Loop or YouTube Police. And a long time ago, I seen him back when he sat in a chair. And I started telling when I says, hey, man, I want to jump in the stream with you sometime. And I never did until today, actually. And like I said, I did jump in there with Eddie and Devil Dog. But guys, I appreciate you being here. Got 12 in. It's not too bad. Considering other shows, we got some premieres going on in the gun community. And who knows, maybe another live stream or two. I did get me a stand today. I've ordered it from Amazon, but it's actually, I wished it was about 6 inches shorter where it would be more angled up at me. I don't even know if I'm going to use it. I may send it back. Let's see. Walter says, I need a decent cam too. My GoPro 8 are kind of archaic. Give me fits. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to get a couple of panel lights and then get that same camera ZV-1 that MacMan's got. And that way I can get the camera, right on the press. That way you can just sit there and see it so clear. That's what I need to do. In my PC, I don't have a graphics card. It's an old graphics card was made in 2010 or 11, and it's only 1 gig. So it's I'm not sure it affects my streaming quality. I'm researching it. You think I know that because I do work on computers sometimes, and but I can't recall if that actually affects the picture quality. So let's see. I try to take the info from prepping, homesteading, bushcrafting, gardening, and put it all together. We can learn. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's good stuff to learn, too. I used to have a garden here every year, even though I got bad soil. I had a tiller out there. I forget the name of it now. Troy built something or another, and the rings burned out in it. So I got to rebuild it. And then my dog chewed the wheel on it, which made me mad when he was a pup. But Hasbro in there. I forgot to text you, Hasbro. I could have got you on the panel, man. But if you got anything you want to talk about, Hasbro, you can come on in for a few minutes. Or if not, I'm going to wind it down here shortly. But you're welcome to come up. I can send you a link. I know you're always doing something, got some gun or going to go shooting or something. And I was going to buy that Wheeler gun vise, upper receiver vise. It was $12.99 a few weeks ago. I didn't buy it. Now the things went back up to $26 Go figure. Well, I think it went from $12.99 to $17.99 to $22. Now it's $26. So just my luck. Let me see. Seems like the bugs are kind of doing okay in StreamYard tonight. Thanks, man. It's a horrible roller coaster ride I never wanted to be on. Yeah. Yeah, I lost. Back in the 90s, I lost my aunt who lived with us. Me and my brother and my mother, we all lived together. We knew my mother was passing away, and make long story short, my aunt passed away, and then 9 months later, my mom passed away. And we didn't know my aunt was going because we thought my mom would go first because she did have cancer. And so we had 2 deaths at one time in 1 year. So it was a bad year for me, and horrible. But appreciate you guys and gals being here. Y'all have a good one. Appreciate you support coming in here, and we'll check these other channels out, and I'll be definitely jumping on some panels with you guys. And heck, why not? It's something I do enjoy. And getting on here talking about yourself, I do okay. I'm not bad. I'm better than I used to be at it. I don't go off rambling about crazy stuff. So. Good night. Yeah, good night, Brenda. I'll probably jump over in some of your chats you're going to be in or streams. Let's see. Can't really moving parents. Oh, okay. Yeah. I remember you mentioned your parents, Hasbro. Appreciate you coming here, Hasbro. Moving parents the next couple of weeks, but thanks for that. Yeah. Yeah. You know that anytime, man, you want a link, ordinarily, for some reason, I forgot. I sent MacMan one. I think I sent Critter one. And usually you I contact because I know sometimes you're busy. See what CW says. I've lost my mom, grandparents, and me too. Yeah. My first death was 6 years old. I lost my grandmother. My aunt I kind of was raised with too. I lost her. My uncle at 16. I told my daughter and my granddaughters and all my family, I says, look, I said, ever since I was little, that's all I've known is losing family members. They've went their whole life, no deaths at all in their family. They're 27 years old. Time I was 27, I had at least 2 deaths in the family at that point. Time I was in my 30s, I had my father go in my 30s. My mother went in my 40s. Yeah. But appreciate you guys being here. God bless. I'm going to wind this down. I pretty much make sure I didn't miss anyone here. In case I've kind of called you out as I go, so I'm not going to do a shout out. But I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I couldn't do it without you. So I appreciate it. God bless. You all take care. You all have a great week. And I'm looking forward to the weekend. Maybe I may even do a stream on the weekend. Good night, all. Take care. Good seeing you. Chessboard, all of you, man. You too, CW.